There's a fundamental truth about relationships that many men overlook. A woman's love is never static. It moves like the ocean, calm and soothing one moment, wild and unpredictable the next. If a man expects it to always stay the same, he'll struggle when the tides inevitably shift. The key isn't to resist the change, it's to understand it and stand firm through it. Now picture this. There's a guy named Jake. He meets a woman and from the start, the connection is electric. She laughs at all his jokes, texts him constantly and tells him how amazing he is. When they're together, she showers him with affection, holding his hand, making deep eye contact, hanging on to his every word. Jake feels on top of the world. Maybe this is it. Maybe she's the one. Then suddenly, something shifts. The good morning texts stop. Her replies take hours, sometimes even a full day. She cancels plans last minute, saying she's busy. The warmth in her eyes, it's not the same. Jake panics. He starts overcompensating, texting more, planning elaborate dates, doing everything he can to bring back the woman who once adored him. But the more he chases, the more she pulls away. And here's what Data makes clear. This isn't an accident, it's a test. Not one she's doing on purpose, but a test nonetheless. A woman instinctively wants to know, can you remain grounded when things shift? If Jake starts acting needy, seeking validation, or losing himself in the chase, she'll lose trust in him without even fully understanding why. This isn't bad luck, it's a pattern, and if you don't recognize it, you'll keep falling into the same cycle, chasing a love that slips further away the harder you try to hold on to it. Let's get into it. Sign 1. She's one person with you and another with others. Pay attention. This one's a game changer. Have you ever been with a woman who makes you feel like the luckiest guy in the world when you're alone, but the moment other people enter the picture, she turns into someone you barely recognize? With you, she's sweet, affectionate, and understanding. She laughs at your jokes, listens intently when you talk, and showers you with compliments. But the second she interacts with a waiter, a cashier, or even a stranger on the street, it's like a switch flips. Suddenly, she's impatient, condescending, and downright rude. She rolls her eyes when someone makes a mistake, talks down to people she considers beneath her, and gossips relentlessly about her so-called friends. That's not just a personality quirk. That's a flashing red warning sign. A lot of guys make the mistake of thinking, well, she's good to me, so that's what matters. But let me tell you, that mindset is dangerous. Because if she has a mean streak, don't kid yourself. You're not the exception. You're just the current beneficiary of her best behavior. And why? Because she's getting something from you. Maybe it's love, attention, security, or financial support. But the second she no longer needs what you provide, the mask comes off. And when that happens, you won't even recognize the person standing in front of you. This pattern has played out time and time again. Take the story of Charles Mitchell, a successful businessman from the 1950s. He fell for a woman who treated him like gold behind closed doors, loving, supportive, and always making him feel like the most important man in the world. But his friends started noticing something troubling. She was dismissive toward waitstaff, constantly rude to store clerks, and had a habit of talking down to people who couldn't do anything for her. Mitchell brushed off the warnings. She's never treated me that way, so why should I care? 2 years later, he learned the hard way. She drained his bank account, left him for another man, and spread vicious lies that nearly ruined his reputation. She had never been a kind person, just skilled at faking it when it served her. Let me make one thing crystal clear. How she treats others when she has nothing to gain is the truest reflection of who she is. If she disrespects people she doesn't need, what makes you think she won't do the same to you one day? Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but when it happens, it'll hit you like a train you never saw coming. So don't wait for the inevitable. Don't make excuses for her. If she's cruel to others but kind to you, that's not a good sign. It's a warning. Walk away before you become her next victim. Quick break. The course has been reopened. In 2 days, it will close. Few spots left. For those who cannot afford it, I created a one-to-one chat with me. Choose your package and let's solve the problem you have with your girl together. Don't wait around thinking you have time. You don't. The girl you want, someone else will take her if you don't learn these secrets, and you will be stuck wondering what went wrong. This is your chance to level up and leave your old self behind. This is the last time you'll get it at this price. Next time, it'll cost more. Time's running out. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Sign 2. She takes but never gives. Alright, man. Let's talk about something that too many guys ignore until it's too late. She takes but she never gives. Now ask yourself, when was the last time she did something thoughtful for you? Not because you asked, not because she felt guilty, but because she genuinely wanted to? If you have to think about it, that's a problem. A woman who truly values you will show it through her actions, not just empty words. Love isn't just about what you say, it's about what you do. If she expects you to always provide, always be there, always take care of her while never lifting a finger for you, bro, that's not a relationship. That's a one-sided transaction. And guess what? You're the one getting played. I knew a guy, let's call him Jake. Jake was the definition of a stand-up guy. Hardworking, generous, always putting his girl first. He covered the bills, surprised her with gifts, took her on vacations. He went out of his way to make sure she had everything she wanted. And you know what happened the moment he hit a rough patch? She disappeared. No loyalty, no support, no "I've got your back." Just gone, like he never mattered. That's when he realized she was never in it for him. She was in it for what he could do for her. And the second he wasn't useful anymore, she moved on like he was nothing. And that's the hard truth, man. A woman like that isn't a partner. She's a parasite, a leech. She drains you, takes everything you have to offer, and when there's nothing left, she'll leave you empty and exhausted, wondering where it all went wrong. But listen, this isn't about money. It's about effort. It's about the little things. Does she check on you when you've had a bad day? Does she do small, thoughtful things just to make your life easier? Does she invest in you the way you invest in her? If not, you already have your answer. A good woman doesn't just take, she gives. She lifts you up. She supports you, just like you support her. And if she's not willing to do that, then she doesn't deserve you. Sign 3. She's trying to control you. Alright, let's talk about something serious. Control. A woman who truly respects you will never try to own you. She won't need to track your every move, interrogate you like a suspect, or guilt trip you for having a life outside of her. If she's constantly questioning where you are, who you're with, or making you feel bad for spending time with friends and family, that's not love. That's manipulation. At first it might seem like she just cares. Maybe she says things like, "I just want to know where you are. Why do you need to hang out with them? Am I not enough? You should want to spend all your free time with me." But look deeper, because this isn't about love, it's about control. Healthy relationships are built on trust, not surveillance. And a woman who constantly tries to dominate your life, she's not doing it because she loves you. She's doing it because she's insecure. And no matter how much you try to prove yourself, texting back instantly, reassuring her, cutting off female friends, it will never be enough. She will always find a reason to doubt you. She will always push your boundaries just to see how far she can go. She will always test you just to make sure she still has power over you. And if you keep giving in, you're teaching her that she can dictate your life. Let me tell you something. The moment you start bending over backward to please her at the cost of your own happiness, you lose respect, not just from her but from yourself. Dr. Robert Glover breaks this down in No More Mr. Nice Guy. He explains how so many men fall into the trap of trying to be the perfect boyfriend by constantly proving themselves, by making sacrifices, giving up hobbies, and losing their independence. But here's the kicker. The more you let her control you, the less she will respect you. Because deep down, she doesn't want a man she can control. She wants a man who stands his ground. So here's what you need to do. Set your boundaries and stick to them. Stop explaining yourself for having a life outside of her. Recognize manipulation for what it is and call it out. And most importantly, walk away if she refuses to respect you. Because the truth is, a woman who truly values you will never try to cage you. She won't need to control you. She'll trust you to be the man you already are. Sign 4. She's emotionally unavailable. Alright bro, let's get real. When a woman checks out emotionally, she's already halfway out the door. You ever been with a woman who made you feel like the center of her world one moment, only to act like you barely exist the next? One day, she's all over you. Texting first, laughing at your jokes, sharing every little detail of her day. The next, she's cold, distant, giving you one-word replies, dodging conversations, avoiding physical touch. At first you tell yourself, maybe she's just stressed. Maybe she's going through something. Maybe if I try harder, she'll open up again. So you do try harder. You ask her what's wrong. You check in on her, plan thoughtful dates, show her even more love. You bend over backward to prove that you're there for her. But nothing changes. And you know why? Because she's already made up her mind. Man, let me hit you with a harsh reality. When a woman is truly into you, you will never have to guess. She will want to talk to you, want to be around you, want to share her life with you. But if she's constantly shutting you out, ignoring your effort, acting like she doesn't care whether you stay or go, then she's already emotionally gone. And the longer you hold on, the more it will break you. Here's what you need to understand. Love isn't about chasing, it's about choosing, and she's not choosing you anymore. So don't waste your time trying to fix something that's already over. Don't let yourself become the guy who waits around for a woman who is checked out. You deserve someone who is just as invested in you as you are in her. And if she can't give you that, walk away, because the right woman will. Sign 5. She disrespects you. Let me make this crystal clear. If she disrespects you, it's over. No excuses, no second chances. Respect is the foundation of any relationship, and if she doesn't give it to you, then the relationship isn't worth your time. A woman who truly values you will never make you feel small, unimportant, or insignificant. She will never belittle you, humiliate you, or chip away at your self-worth, especially not in front of others. She won't roll her eyes when you share your thoughts. She won't talk over you in conversations, dismiss your feelings like they don't matter, or make you feel like you're invisible. A woman who loves you will respect you, not just when it's convenient, but always. Respect isn't something you should have to earn. It's something you should have from the start, something that's mutual. If she truly cares about you, she will never treat you like you're less than her. But here's the harsh reality. The moment you allow disrespect, even once, you're setting the tone for how she will treat you forever. The boundaries you set, or fail to set, now will shape the way she views and treats you down the line. Maybe she snaps at you during an argument, then brushes it off with, "I was just mad, don't be so sensitive." Maybe she makes a cruel joke at your expense, then laughs it off, saying, "Relax, it's just a joke." Maybe she talks down to you in front of her friends, and when you call her out, she waves it off with, "Oh, come on, I didn't mean it like that." But let me tell you something, she meant it. Every word, every action, every dismissive glance, it all means something. And if you let it slide, if you allow her to get away with it once, twice, 3 times, you're teaching her that she can treat you however she wants, and there will be no consequences. She will learn that it's okay to cross boundaries because you won't do anything about it. And trust me, if you let disrespect slide, it will only get worse. The more you tolerate it, the less she will respect you, and the less you will respect yourself. Respect is non-negotiable. It's a fundamental part of any healthy relationship. If she doesn't respect you, she doesn't deserve you. You are not a punching bag for anyone's frustration. You are not here to be someone's emotional outlet or to put up with mistreatment. A woman who values you will make sure you never feel disrespected. She will lift you up, not tear you down. So ask yourself this: do you really want to continue with someone who doesn't respect you? If the answer is no, then it's time to walk away, right now. You deserve someone who sees your worth, values your presence, and treats you with the respect you deserve. Letting go isn't losing, it's choosing yourself. The right woman will never make you question your worth. She will see it from the start. She will value you, respect you, and show up for you, not just when it's easy, but when it matters. So if any of these signs sound familiar, don't wait, don't make excuses, walk away.